Although this recording clip I will not upload in Moodle because this recording will not contain the writing, whiteboard writing, and hence this recording is just for institute norm, but is no purpose for you to see because you can only listen my voice. That will not helpful. So helpful will be the PDF file of whiteboard writing that I will upload every day after class. Don't worry. In the file section of Microsoft Teams, not in Moodle. Please remember. And in Moodle, I will upload lecture material, corresponding lecture material, my note in PDF file. I strongly advise to read those notes and whiteboard writing. It will help you to learn the subject. Also, in the syllabus already I sent you in group mail, and also I uploaded in the notice board in Moodle. You can see the reference books also, textbook also. Okay, so now degree. Degree. So this is not this will not be difficult for you order and degree to understand for PDE because it goes conceptually in parallel what you learn for ODE. Degree of PDE means is the exponent of highest order derivative. Understand? Of course you understand. Same conception. Let me scroll up. So let's say some example. First order, first degree. First order, first degree. So that let me use a different. Px plus qy equal to 0. Remember, P is del z del x, Q is del z del y. Only for z, x and y we use PQ, small pq. So it is first order, first degree. Now, if we go to write down our example for first order but higher degree, second degree, let's say. So that we can write P square x plus qy equal to 0. So because of this P square, it is now second degree. So if I write an equation, you will tell any one of you voluntarily what is the order and degree. PQ equal to 1. So order equal to what? Degree equal to what? Tell me. Any one of you voluntarily. This is
order is 1 and degree is 2.
Order is
1 degree 1.
1 and degree is 2.
1 minute. Order is 1, correct. And degree, 1 minute. I myself, constant example, myself a little confused. Should we go for degree 2? I have to think, okay, because 2 first order, I understand product is there, no? Product is there, I understand, but degree, strictly according to strict definition, it is the order of the highest order derivative. Still, I believe it is 1, not 2. Okay, but since one answer was 2, Give me some time to think. I will come up in next class. You will ask. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
So how you are specifying the degree is one, like P is a derivative with respect to X and Q is derivative with respect to Y.
Hmm.
So like with
No,
respect to what you are.
I understand. You want degree 2, right? What I have, right or not?
No, sir, I don't know what is degree.
Huh? Okay. So whatever I wrote in blue color, degree of PD is the exponent of highest order derivative. According to this strictly, highest order derivative is P or Q and its power is 1. So it should be degree 1. According to that. But since one answer was 2, so I will little bit think and in next class I will come up with confirmly. Okay. But I think degree is 1. Okay. Now, let me write down second order. So, second order, first degree. Hmm. Two are smaller plus 3 small s minus t equal to 0, where like PQ, conventionally R, please remember and note down, R is del square Z del x square. Okay. S is mixed derivative del square Z del x del y. And please note, throughout the course, we will consider the smooth solution so that del square Z del x del y and del square Z del y del x has no difference. And small t is del square Z del y square. Yes, del y square. Please note that all these notations are globally accepted. Small pq is first order with respect to or z with respect to xy, and rst are second order derivatives of z with respect to xy. And hence you understand that this example 2r plus 3s minus t, it is a PDE with constant coefficient. Coefficient may be function of xy or even function of xyz, but it is a simple linear PDE with constant coefficient and its degree is 1. Order is of course 2, correct? Everybody agreed? Look, this is the basics,
Yes,
and you should interact.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now second order higher degree. Okay, so let's say second order. Let's write second degree. Same second degree, third degree, so that x del square z del x whole square minus xy del square z del y square equal to, let's say, 0. So because of this term, it is of course second order, second degree, right? Correct? Now I will write down an equation, and any one of you voluntarily, not the previous one, because I want every student to enter. So we'll tell the order and degree. Okay. So 2 del square z del x square plus 3 del square z del x del y minus 4 del z del x whole cube equal to 2z. So what is the order and what is the degree?
Order 2 and
What?
1.
degree
Two
1.
and
Degree 1.
one.
Order
Okay,
is
so
1.
one by one, order is 2, right?
Yes.
Correct answer. And degree?
Yeah.
Yes.
1.
And
Degree
Degree one. Degree one.
Sorry, one.
Degree is 1 is the correct answer. If anybody think degree is 3, that means I trap him. You should not consider this because it is not highest order term. You have to consider this term, which is the highest order term whose power is 1, so degree is 1, correct? Understand? Little bit say yes because it is not
Yes,
offline
sir.
close. I cannot see your
Yes,
face.
sir.
No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will go rather sensitive conception. Okay, which is linear and non-linear. So I will say the definition. A PD is linear if it does not contain terms which are higher power. Higher power means more than 1. Okay. Higher power in dependent variable, that means Z, and or their partial derivatives. So naturally I can then write otherwise PD is nonlinear. So this language, maybe in my note I wrote in positive statement like a PD is nonlinear if it contains terms which have power more than 1 in dependent variable and or their partial derivatives. Otherwise PD is linear. Same thing. So now I will write down some examples and categorically discuss which are linear. Then naturally which are not linear is non-linear, right? So let me write one equation in a little general form. P capital, no, 1 minute. Capital P function of xy, any arbitrary function of xy are independent variables, into small p, plus capital Q arbitrary function of xy q equal to capital R function of xy. Now you will tell me according to the definition, it is linear or non-linear?
Linear.
Linear.
Raise your voice, student.
Linear, sir.
Huh?
Linear, because order is
Linear.
one.
I said.
Exactly. Correct answer. But if anybody has confusion, you can ask. It is linear. It is linear. Because P, please today mute your audio, otherwise noise is coming, okay? Mute your audio, eh? Otherwise noise is coming. 1 minute. I wanted to mute the students and whiteboard goes on. So please wait. It is coming. It is coming now. अच्छा, higher derivatives. Structure again change. I am stop presenting and again doing this. Every student, please mute your audio. Okay, so now I am not going this, I'm not getting this icons. Very strange. Can you see the board now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, but I lost
Yes,
the
sir.
icon suddenly. Now it's came. Thank you. Okay. So it is linear because P, Q, R are arbitrary functions of x, y, and small p, q are first order derivatives. So there is no such, a higher power in derivative, or there was no product of dependent variable and the and their derivative. So it is important, I believe, to know what are the nonlinear terms. Then, if you see these nonlinear terms in any PD, you can readily categorize that it is nonlinear. So, what are the nonlinear terms? Usually, I categorize nonlinear terms in three types. You can take a note. Type 1, okay, three, I think two types will be there. Let's see. Type 1 we can see like, three types, okay. Z square, okay, Z cube, etc. That means higher power independent variable. That means higher power in dependent variable. Okay. Now type 2, del Z del X whole square, del square J del X square whole cube, etc. That means higher power in derivative. And type 3, Z del Z del X, Z square del Z del Y, J del square J del Y square, etc. That means higher power in product. Product means product of dependent variable and their derivative. Clear? So hence, if I give you a PD, any PD, you just see whether these nonlinear terms present or not, and you can categorize that as a linear or nonlinear PD. I am writing a PD, let's say UTT equal to UXX. This is called wave equation. We will elaborately study this at the advanced stage, second half of this course. Here dependent variable is U and X is spatial position and T is time. Okay. So right now our concern is the order, degree and linearity, non-linearity. So order degree you understand. Tell me whether it is linear or not.
Yes, sir. Linear.
It is linear, correct?
Yes, sir.
Basically in this course, we will consider nonlinear PD only for first order. Because higher order nonlinear things are very advanced stage, not outside the scope of this course. Only for first order, we will thoroughly study how to find solution for first order nonlinear. Linear also we will study, also first order nonlinear, but for second order we will only consider linear. Okay. So
Sir?
let me write down. Yes, tell me.
Sir, in type 3, you have written z into dou z by dou x. Sir, that is linear, no, sir?
No. This nonlinear term, z into del z del x, product of dependent variable and their derivative.
Okay, sir. If it is independent variable, then it will be linear, no, sir?
No, z is not independent variable. Z is always dependent variable dependent on x, y.
Okay,
Understand?
And
Yes,
sir,
sir.
if we have some other function of z like sine or exponential, then also will it be nonlinear?
I don't listen properly. Look, z is the solution. You can just put z equal to sin x. Z is the solution of the PD. Okay, so if you have z into del z del x, z may be solution as sin x. It's no issue. That's not the issue. Issue is if in a PD you have terms like product of dependent variable, which is solution. Dependent variable means solution, which is unknown. If you solve the PD, then you will get the solution. Okay. So z into del z del x is kind of, in the previous example when I was giving in the context of order and degree, in one equation was PQ equal to 1. One student told it is degree 2. I told no, degree should be 1 because derivative, power of derivative is by definition degree. So it should be degree 1. But that was non-linear. I am writing this again. Now, PQ equal to 1. It is of course first order non-linear. Because of this PQ term. So did I write this in type 3? Because this is my classification of nonlinear terms. So I wrote actually it should go for, it should go here type. Can I little bit change? Can I make this is type 3 intermediate one and this is then it will be good. Then it is type 2, okay? Last one, type 2. And here please include this kind of terms like del z del x into del z del y type terms. Product of this. These also type 3 types. That means del z del x whole square del square z. That means, in my opinion, type 3 nonlinear is the most nasty nonlinear terms. Del square z del x square cube, del z del x whole square, or product, any kind of derivative. This belongs to type 3. This classification actually I did because I keep in mind that nonlinear PD, what I am discussing now, it's further classified into 3 types. One is called semi-linear, another is called quasi-linear, and other is called non-linear. Okay, so although semi-linear and quasi-linear are also non-linear, but they can be bracketed into the linear PD with the linear PD because they can also be solved at least for first order in the same manner as we do for linear PD. So in that sense, in my note I wrote that semi-linear and quasi-linear is like an intermediary link between 2 extremes. One is linear, another is non-linear. Okay, so that is yet to come. So hence, yes, there is no doubt that PQ equal to 1 is non-linear. So let me now introduce this, yes, tell me.
So, if in the PD itself there is a term with sign of del z del x, then what will we consider it? Will we consider it non-linear or linear?
So your problem is that you like very much trigonometric function. So what you are saying that if it is sine p plus, let's say, cos pq plus, let me add ln p, happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Expand, Taylor's expand. Otherwise you cannot do anything. Make silent. So if you make a Taylor's expansion, what do you think?
Non-linear, sir.
There will be all powers of p up to infinity. So the degree will be infinity. Order will be 1, and of course it will be nasty non-linear. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now let me go to a little bit linear, quasi-linear. Okay, I will not go this, semi-linear and quasi-linear, what is that? And I will not go for this semi-linear, quasi-linear for higher order. I will confine myself only for first order, and for higher order, I will be only satisfied if you understand what is linear and non-linear. Okay, because this is actually important in higher order. But in first order, we will learn what is semi-linear and quasi-linear also. So now let me write down for first order. Okay, first order I will write later. Linear PD. So I will write simply the definition. Since I already wrote you nonlinear terms, what are the possible nonlinear terms you already know. So I will write no nonlinear terms present. Okay, so for example, del psi del t, in place of z here I use psi, equal to alpha del square psi del x square. It is actually heat equation. We will write, we will study in detail heat equation in advanced stage for second half of this course. Okay. So this is of course linear PD second order. Similarly, if we write a x plus y p plus x minus y q equal to 2z. This is also linear PDE, first order first degree. Okay. Now I want to introduce now semi-linear. Little distortion from linearity in this sense you can think. I mean, why mathematicians classify in this way? The point is that semi-linear and quasi-linear is not so non-linear, and hence can be treated, at least for first order, in the same way as for linear PDE. So let me introduce semi-linear. We don't have time. We have to finish class in time because you have another class essentially. So please, I am writing semi-linear PDE, but I will not finish. It is just complete 11:55. So 1-2 minutes I may take your question, and also let me download, export the PNG image. This whiteboard writing I will upload. I told you, na. So semi-linear PDE, quasi-linear PDE I will introduce in next class because we have to finish class in time. Okay. Okay. Now I will download the attendance, and then you can leave. It will take 1 minute only. Okay. Fine. So class is finished. So tomorrow we have class. Okay, you know the schedule, right? Tomorrow's class, what is the schedule?
So 8 to 10. 8 to
2 hours class. Very important class. Please appear online in time. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Yes, tell me.
Sir, I did not get any mail regarding the class, sir.
You did not get any mail? Okay, send me a mail. I will send the link. Okay.
Sir, actually, many of us are not added to the teams.
That is the problem. That is the problem. Today I will also call to ERP that maybe this allocation of particularly the backlog students have little problem, because in my ERP regular close MA 20203 already 200 plus students enrolled, but some students also remain to be enrolled. So then that's why I am trying to help. Whenever I got mail from a student, I am giving the link. Okay. So if you have problem in link, you can send me mail in reply mail, then and then I will send the link. Okay. And also please contact ERP to tell that so that in my ERP role list, if your name does not appear, I cannot submit your grade. No. So finally your role should appear in my ERP role list, and whenever your name will appear in ERP role list, because all communications will be done through ERP, so you will get all communications, not only link, all the things, all the instructions, all the things. But for now, I am also sending in private mail. In mail, if some students told that I am registered but I am not getting, then I will give this. Okay, I will give the link. And there are some questions from Ashutosh Dash. Sir, if we are discarding the term PQ from being linear, stating it under highest power of derivatives, then would not it be right to tell that equation PQ as degree 2 from here? No, I don't think degree of PQ equal to 1 is 2. It should be 1. Let it be very simple, that degree means or power of highest order term, and since the highest order term is P or Q, and its degree is power is 1, so it is degree 1, but it is nonlinear term. Okay, so class is finished. Okay, so meet tomorrow.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So I had a doubt. It is not about this course, but it is another course that you are conducting of analytical mechanics. Like I'm registered in that, but I didn't get any link for the class.
Analytical mechanics, actually it is for only 2-year MSc students. Okay, we have cap, so we are not allowing outside students. Okay.
No, sir. Like I'm registered in that course. It was. allotted to me.
Yes, sir. The same
it was
problem
centrally
happened with
allocated.
me as well. Like we received updates that the class will start from today, but we didn't receive any code regarding the class.
It is for 2-year MSc course only. We are not allowing in
But
analytical
ERP,
mechanics outside
ERP gave the
students.
course to me, sir. I can.
So yes, sir, we were allotted this course in the breadth
So it
allocation.
was
We were allotted
centrally
that course.
allocated as a breadth subject.
Yes, we are not allowing this. Yes.
But it was
So
allocated.
we have
That is what
already
I'm
been
saying.
registered for
That
that.
I got it. It's in my timetable as well.
Yes, we are not allowing outside students.
No, sir, but
That's
like
not.
the EIP, we are already registered under that course. It was
Yes,
allocated.
so students can register, but it is up to the teacher to approve. We are not approving for analytical mechanics outside students. Okay.
So, but it was centrally allocated. We have been allotted that breadth
No,
course.
no, no. If it is centrally allotted, then you should not talk to me, no? It is up to teacher who will decline or approve or, okay? So we are declining outside students.
So you had already sent a mail for that as well.
Yes, I understand. But it is up to teacher to the best of my knowledge to approve or decline, and we are declining outside students. Like PD, also we have additional registrations. Here we are approving. But in analytical mechanics, designed for only MSc course, 2-year MSc course, and we have decided not to allow outside students. And this is up to the teacher to the best of my knowledge, and hence you are talking to me. And another point is that do not talk irrelevant things in one class. If it is a PD class, do not waste time here to talk with analytical mechanics. Okay? So class is over.
So can we know the code of this course?